Hey Supernatural fans, new video this week. This video is on the shop's car, Sadie. We are going to start advertising the car for sale. You can get it as is, you can get it completely done, however you want to do it. I will come out right off the bat and say this car out the door is going to be about $65,000. And that's with the big block. That's everything done on this car, and it rolls out the door and you drive it to wherever you want. Now, if you're like, hey, you know what, I'm a mechanic and I want to do this and this and this and this, we can sell the car at a much lower price. But the car, the body work is done. Don's been staying late at night after we get done working on customers' cars. He's been up here on the weekends, holidays, and they finally got all the body work done on this car. So you're going to see it's missing a door. The door's on the other side of the shop, but it's all done. The fenders are all in primer. Basically, this car just needs to be block sanded out, and it's ready for paint. So I want to kind of show you some things about the car. The trunk pans, these are the original trunk pans. It's very solid. The floor pans, we got the rear seat out. All the carpet's been out. That what you are seeing is just like surface rust. These things are solid as a rock. Front floor pans, everything's solid. The back, like I said, everything is done on this car. Let me kind of pull this back here, and it's ready to, like I said, pretty much head to the paint booth. Now, the car does right now, it has brand new A-arms on it and springs. The springs have been cut. It's got a 454 big block. This is a running engine. It came out of an 85 Chevy Suburban. And we're just getting it set in there. Now that $65,000, basically what that's going to happen with that, we're going to pull it out, put new oil pump, new timing chain, new water pump, new intake, carburetor, new cam and lifters, everything, the pulleys, everything it's going to take to build, you know, to make it a Supernatural car. The car with that $65,000, I know that is an exuberant amount of money, but that's your interior done, the correct AV2000 radio, the speakers, the weapons box, the disc brakes, the tires, the wheels, the exhaust, the da-da-da, every little aspect on this car minus props. So, man, it takes a lot. We were just figuring up just the parts. The parts was like crazy money. I mean, just seriously. And you guys know that. I put in the parts list and everything, what it takes to build one of these cars. And when you sit there and start figuring stuff up, it gets crazy expensive. And that, it doesn't matter if you're doing a Supernatural car. If you were just building an Impala, a Camaro, a Mustang, a Charger, whatever, it's just expensive. This is not a poor man's game here. You have to have some money, some capital to make a car. Like I said, I don't care what you're building. I'm building another project, a mini bike, and I'll go into that later on a different video. But I've got lots of money just wrapped up in a mini bike, and that's just parts. So anyway, Sadie, that's the name of the car here. Sadie, bodywork is complete. It's taken a long time to get here because it's been done off hours, and so it took a long time. But it is ready. If you're, like I said, if you're wanting the car just like, hey, put it together, I want to finish it out, contact me. We can always go over prices and stuff. But the car, when I say as it sits right now, that comes with obviously the doors, the bumpers, and everything. You know, it's just not painted, and you know, not interior's not done, and the engine runs and stuff like that. We'll get it setting in the car, but it won't have tires and wheels. And when I say that, I mean the show's tires and wheels. We'll just have like these old rollers on it, like what are, here, let me show you one back here. Basically, you'd be just looking like that to, you know, get it on a trailer and stuff to you. So if you're a mechanic and you want to, you know, like, hey, I'll finish this out, the hard work's done. Literally, the hard work's done, the paint and body, or the body work's all done. You could take the car to Mako, spend a little money and get a good paint job on it, and, you know, or if you want us to paint it, blah, 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 we can do different things to what you're needing done. For the $60,000, if you're somebody that's just got crazy money sitting in the bank, and you're like, I want this car, basically you'd pay it in installments. I think the first installment down is $25,000, and then you could kind of pay, you know, as you go. But we could have this car finished out the door in 6 months. So, because it was a shop project for us to try to make some money on, and it just takes a lot of, like I said, you know, for us to do certain things. I mean, just in paint and body on this car, not even including, or just, you know, getting the body work done on this car, costs a lot of money. And so I know there's going to be people out there that want it, can't afford it. I get it, guys. But no, seriously, if you're a serious, don't contact me if you don't have the money. I mean, don't waste my time, don't waste your time. But if you got the money and you're like, hey, this is something I can do, I can work on the car, you know, contact me. Send me a message. I'll send you my cell number. We'll talk business and try to work out some numbers and stuff. But if you're wanting it completely done, like I said, we can do that. We can do it in 6 months. If you go, I want it, I just don't want it in 6 months because it's going to take a while to, you know, rearrange finances and stuff like that. You need a year or 2 years or whatever. Contact me. We'll get our down deposit of $25,000. I think that's what we figured that we're into this car for, on body work, primer, and the car itself. And now with that 60 grand, just so you know what you're getting the Hotchkiss suspension, you're getting the pulse traction rear end, 454. It'll be a thumper, you know. It'll be a good car. Oh, and also the car, this was a non-AC car. That will come with the AC. It'll be a non-functioning AC car. It'll be all faked in. You will get the suitcase up, the AC suitcase, new blower motor, new heater core. The dash will have the vents all cut in. Everything, it'll look like it's, you know, you should be able to turn on the AC. Only problem is there's going to be no AC, and you'll never be able to put AC in it. But, well, you might be able to if you do some aftermarket setup or something. But we don't do that. We just don't like messing with ACs. But we'll make it all where it looks exactly like the shows. So, if you want to be a player, contact me. The suspension, we got all new steering. Also, it's going to be in here. And we're going to get, we got to get a brand new sway bar for up here, and a rag joint, and then this front end will be completely done, and that's the way it will leave out the shop. So if you go, hey, I just want to buy it, you know, blah blah blah, you know, it's going to have that. So choice is yours. I know these cars are getting hard to find. They do pop up every once in a while. I can promise you that they're all going to have work done to them. And this car, this all new metal cut in, anything that was rotted out or damaged, it's gone. It's all been replaced, and she is a solid, straight car. I mean, seriously, it's nice. So, like I said, I never know what somebody's abilities are. You might be a painter. You may not be a body man. You might be a painter. You might be a mechanic. You know, this car is an awesome starting point. I mean, it takes a lot of money to finish it. You know, just some parts and stuff, even if you're doing it yourself. But if you want a Hero 1 screen accurate Impala, and you want it to basically just come down and drive it back to wherever you live, obviously if you're not in Hawaii or something like that, but this car will be able to drive anywhere. I think if you guys go back to when we did Francis, that was owned by Kevin Zimmerman, that car, the maiden voyage, the test run, we drove it from Kansas City to Austin, Texas, and that car then went from Austin to Houston, and then it got put on a truck and trailer and it got hauled up to Virginia, and Kevin drives that car like all the time, and that car has just been awesome. So you can get the same thing. Yes, I know, guys, it costs money, and there's nothing we can do about that. It's just, I wish we could do a car for, oh, this whole car, $20,000, you know, that'd be awesome. Parts are going to cost you more than that, you know. So it's just crazy when you start figuring up seats and carpet and sound deadener and headliners, and you know, you're building, you know, a good stout 454 and going through the transmission and the Hotchkiss suspension and the radio and the speakers and, oh my God, the weapons box, and it gets freaking crazy. It really does. But you might have that ability. I don't know. And if you don't, we can finish it out. So it's up to you. We've gotten, like I said, all the hard work's been done. And just, whoops, as I trip over a cart there. You know, getting those springs in there, that's no fun thing. So that's all been done. New bushings up on the strut rods. Like I said, new steering linkage, everything. We just haven't put the steering linkage in. But I thought I'd go ahead and throw this car out there for you guys, so you might get the wheels turning or something. So, and this wasn't an Impala, this was not a Caprice, and it has all the side trim. Everything's there. Everything is there. So, do you just want to put it together? Do you want us to do it? You let me know. So, if you are interested, please send me a message, and actually in your message, if you would just send me your phone number, cell number, and it's just easier for me to call. I'm not a computer, guys. Me and technology just don't really get along too well. But I'm good enough to buy stuff on eBay, and also doing sending emails and stuff like that. That's about my limit. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it interests you, because this is a really sweet car, and we're just going to go from there. Okay, guys? So I will talk to you later. I hope to hear from you, and maybe we can make a deal. Talk to you later. Bye.